there, my name is Hoyt, Customer Service Manager up here at Budget Blinds Durham. Today I'm showing you how to adjust the limits on your ProDesign roller and shear shades. So as you can see right here, to start with, I've got my shear shade down at the bottom limit here, and it's just not quite resting on the windowsill. So to enter programming mode for the bottom limit, I'm going to press the stop button as well as the down button, and we're going to hear the shade jog once and beep twice. So we're going to wait for that. It takes about 5 seconds. There you go, jog once, beep twice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold this down button, and once the shade starts to go down, we will release it. So as you can see, the shade's going down on its own. I have it right where I want it just about. So now we're going to use this down button to kind of incrementally bring the shade down. Word to the wise, when setting this bottom limit, you do want about an 1/8 inch gap between the hem bar and the windowsill. Reason for this is you don't want the shade to billow out. That will expose privacy concerns and things of that nature. So now that I've got the shade where it should be, which is about an 1/8 inch gap there, I'm going to press the stop button and the down button at the same time. Shade will jog twice and it will beep once. Alright, so now we've got that bottom limit set, we are out of programming mode. Now I'm going to take the shade up to the top limit. As you can see, the shear shades do take a little bit of time to go up, that's perfectly okay. Obviously the roller shades are going to be a little bit quicker in this process, but for today we do have the shear shade here to demonstrate on. So we're just going to wait for that shade to go up, and it should be getting right about to the limit area now. Okay, so as you can see, my shade is at the top limit that has been set. So at this point, I want my hem bar to be as close to the top within reasoning without harming the shade. So same process as I did for the bottom, just kind of reverse it a little bit. So now instead of hitting the bottom button, I'm gonna hit the top button, press and hold. And once again, these shades can be just a hair bit finicky on occasion. That's absolutely okay. And it's because I forgot to put it into programming mode. So that does happen both in real life and when we're making these videos. So now what I can do is press and hold the top button and get that shade to jog out. So as you can see, it's going up on its own. Then right about there, I'm going to stop it, and then I'm just going to kind of use a little stepper function here to get it up as close as I can to within reason. So right here is probably a good spot for that hem bar to be sitting. So now I'm going to go ahead and tell the shade to go ahead and hold that limit. I'm going to press and hold. Jog twice. Beeps once. Alright, so now I'm out of programming mode. The shade is back into service. The one caveat that I do want to mention is when you are in programming mode, you do either hold the bottom button or the top button and get that shade to take off on its own. It has no limits. You are in programming mode. So that means if you send that shade all the way to the top, it will not stop and you can ruin the shade. Vice versa, when you are doing the bottom end limit, if you do press and hold that bottom button, you just let it go. It will actually reverse roll. Good news is that's an easy fix, but we're not going over that today in this video. But as you can see, our shade is working appropriately, and that is how you indeed do set your limits for both the ProDesign roller shades and the shear shades. Thanks so much.